Welcome back to the channel. Cliff, you sent me a text about Conor McGregor. I want to know what the text was really about.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw the video. Did
No,
you
I
see
did
the video?
not.
Okay, okay. So he posted a video yesterday. I just caught it this morning. He got hit by a car while riding his bicycle. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Based on the video I saw, I believe that it was a staged accident. All right. Now, I'll tell you why I believe it was a staged accident. So he had a camera on him. I don't know if it was a GoPro, his cell phone, whatever it was. The video clip starts, and you could easily search this on YouTube. The video clip starts. You see a bicycle laying in the middle of the road. You see a car probably about 20, 30 yards away, and he claims he got hit from behind because the driver was blinded by the sun. Now, I think it's an attempt for publicity, just to post something that he thinks is going to get him in the news. Because if you look at it, I froze the video in several parts when you see the bike in the road. It looks like there's virtually no damage. I mean, you can't. There's no detectable damage to the bike. And
He also has a reputation of doing things like that are really crazy. Because do you remember when he threw that chair through a bus
well, yeah,
window?
I mean, he listen. When he threw the chair through the bus, part of that was, I think it was for the camera. I think he's trying
Yeah,
to, he's a hype artist. That's what he is, and he's good at that. He's good at promoting. He's good
yeah,
at promoting fights. He's good at promoting himself. And
and
he
whiskey too.
and what?
He did. I remember he did a commercial for whiskey.
Well, yeah, he had his own whiskey brand. He had his own label,
Oh,
proper,
really?
proper something. I forget what it is, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
I just
And
remember
then he
that
sold
ad.
it on. So listen, he's a very sharp businessman as it relates to public relations. He's very good at that. But again, back to this video, I froze it in a couple of parts. I can't see any damage to the bike. The gentleman that hit him is approaching him as the video starting, and he seems like he's out of breath. But I get it's all an act, in my opinion. And then the way the video ends is, he was very pleasant to the guy that hit him. The guy was very apologetic. And then, the guy's like, "Can I offer you a ride?" or something like that. And the next scene, Conor McGregor is in the guy's car. The bike's, it's like some kind of, it's a I don't know what kind of car it is, but it has like a hatchback type of style, right? So the bike fit inside the vehicle, and then they're driving away, and he's saying, "Thanks, mate. I almost died." And to me, listen, could it be real? I would say the chances of it being real, there's a very low percentage. I personally believe that it was a staged, accident, and it's staged for the purpose of getting him in the news, publicity. He wants to be in the news for anything, right? So lately he's been in the news, and the reason he's been in the news is because his body went through a serious transformation. It looks like he's taken some kind of performance enhancement drug, steroids, whatever it is. But I don't know. I don't know if you've seen pictures of him lately, but he
No, no,
looks
I
like,
have not.
yeah. Well, take a look at him. He looks like, he looks
Jacked up.
he's jacked. He's totally jacked. So again, I just think it's in this day and age of social media, it's very easy, well, not that it's very easy, but something like that happens, it's very easy to get it out into the open and out into the news, and
Well,
conveniently,
it's
well,
24.
everybody
The
has a
social media
camera.
is 24/7, just like the mainstream media 24/7. When we grew up, we didn't have a whole lot of networking and stuff.
Well, we had nothing. Like, you had no cell phone.
Exactly.
You weren't able to instantaneously pop up a video. So he has an accident. He takes his camera, starts, videoing the footage literally right after the accident. And then, he posts it to social media. Again, I say it's staged. My immediate thought when I saw the video was, that's not real. It just doesn't look real. Um, whatever. I mean, again, he's trying to get himself in the news, and guess what? He's in the news now because MMA. I know you don't follow the MMA as much as I do, but you know,
See, that's the one thing I gotta say. I didn't know that you really followed the MEA because we never talked about it. We talk about other sports. I didn't know you really followed it.
yeah. I mean, listen, the MMA it's an exciting. I honestly, I only like watching the big fights. I'm not really an MMA junkie, but I do like watching the big fights, title fights, and there's a lot of
So
big
you've
names out
actually
there.
ordered it before?
I never ordered it, but I've gone to places to see it.
Okay,
I've
okay,
also,
okay.
remember Chris McNamara? He used to have, parties during fights. I mean, he would order it at parties, and I would go to
Oh yeah. When you
Napa
said just
Tandy's.
smacked our old neighbor.
Yeah, so Napa Tandy's place. So there's a lot of local bars
Yeah,
around
yeah,
here
yeah.
that when the fight's happening, they have to fight. The only problem with these fights is, the main event, it's so late by the time the main event goes on. They have all these undercards, and there's no set time for the main event. So you literally you could be somewhere till well after midnight, and what are you doing at bars? You're not you're buying drinks, you're getting, you're drinking, waiting for this
They're
fight.
getting in
So
the money's worth, these bars, for ordering it.
yeah, so the reality is it's got to be a really, really big fight with guys that I want to see for me to, to want to stay up and watch it live. You could always, catch a replay on like YouTube the next day, and there's a bunch of people that post it, and I'm sure that's not legal, because a lot of times what happens is they post it, gets taken down. But the day after a big fight, if you go to YouTube, you search the fighters, you'll find it. But like anything, I mean, you certainly want to watch, if you're really into it, you want to watch it live. And there's certain fights, that big name fights, that you're gonna want to watch, right? So one that's coming up that I think is very interesting. Jon Jones is fighting somebody, and he's stepping up to the heavyweight division. So
I heard of that name. I did hear of that
yeah,
name.
so Jon Jones is he's got one loss on his record, but the loss was really a fight that he won. He lost by he got, I don't know if it was called a disqualification. He fought this guy, and I forget the guy's name, Mike Hatter or whatever. I don't remember his name, but this was a long time ago. This fight happened, but he actually won the fight, and then the next day, I think it was the next day or later that night, they reversed the decision because he hit him with some illegal strikes. I think they were elbows, illegal elbows. But he totally dominated the guy. I mean, he dominated the guy, and then they basically disqualified him because he had some illegal strikes. I believe we strikes to the head with the elbow on the ground, whatever it was. They were illegal. This fight is probably 8 years ago, but that's his only loss. Now he's stepping up to the heavyweight division. He was a light heavyweight. Now he's stepping up to the heavyweight division, and he's fighting a young guy. And listen, I don't know if you've ever seen Jon Jones's stature. Jon Jones he's a big guy, tall. He's very tall. He's like, I want to say he's probably 6'3", 6'4". I'm going to say he's 6'4". He's very lanky. He's got chicken legs. He's got these really thin legs. He's got no calves, but light heavyweight is like 205. So he's 6'4", 205. Listen, he's a tough guy, and he's a heck of a fighter. But now when you're stepping up to a different weight class, you're talking about a guy that's, he's probably the guy he's fighting. I don't know the guy's name, but I've seen him. I've seen his body type. He's easily got him by, he's a natural thick guy, where Jon Jones is more like a lanky guy that has.
The way you're describing this guy, it's kind of like Evander Holyfield. When he moved up to heavy, he wasn't a natural heavyweight.
He was a cruiserweight, right? And then
originally a cruiserweight.
If you look at Evander Holyfield's body, back in the day, it looked like he was doing some kind of drugs as well, like steroids or something, just by his body type.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to say to you, Bill. By the way, let me tell you, you rebranded your site, man. It looks awesome.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Always trying to think ahead.
What are you thanking me for?
For the compliment.
Oh, okay. You got it. So
God,
it looks
you're getting old.
I hope you didn't confuse all your hundreds of followers out there with the name change, right? So you went to the Bill White Experience. Yeah, I like that. I like that. You told me good things were coming. I tell you, the Bill White Experience. You got a new skin, new look to the site. Looks really good, man. I'm sure. I'm sure you're gonna get a lot of new subscribers with this new.
Appreciate the feedback.
Look. What's that?
I said I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah. Well, you're going places, man. You're going places.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work, and I hope.
Thank you, and it was great talking to you.
Yeah. I hope all your followers. I'm sure you're going to get some UFC followers now, and I hope nothing I said is going to upset them, right? Because I'm not trying to say that McGregor's a fake or anything like that, but to me, it just looks like an attempt to get his name out there. And, is he doing anything wrong? No, I think he's trying to promote his name, and he's doing it by, in my opinion, posting a fake video. So, your followers out there, whoever's watching this video, can easily search the video online, look at it, and if you see it and you want to come back and comment, tell us what you think. Is it fake or is it real? All right, Bill.
Okay, good talking, dear. Talk to you later.
Bye.